Clint, I cannot leave things like this.
Viki, he's made his choice.
No.
Viki.
Roger, please tell me you did not mean what you said.
What, you want me to lie, Victoria? I'm through deceiving you and myself just to protect your husband.
All right. You've said enough for one night.
You've given me your last order, pal. This is between Victoria and me, so butt out.
Oh, come on. I've never in my life heard you talk like this. What in the world has come over you?
I've come to my senses, that's all. I asked you to make a choice. And once again, as usual, you chose Clint. Well, live with it. Live with him. I'm out of your campaign and I'm out of your life. Good luck to both of you.
I said, get away from me!
There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not going to hurt you.
You liar. I know who you are, Austin.
Austin?
I know who you are, and I'm never going to let you hurt me again. Sarah. Sarah, what is the matter?
You're so cold. You're too cold. If only I'd gotten to you sooner. You must have been lying on the ground for a long time. I gotta leave you here. Sister Amelia or Father Vallone will find you. And they'll take care of you. I can't. Not as long as I'm like this, and I'll always be like this. That's why I have to leave you.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
Megan, I can explain.
Yeah, I'll deal with you later. Are you all right? Did Jake frighten you? Jake? I thought... What, you thought that he had no business being here? Well, that makes two of us. How dare you come in here and frighten my sister?
Megan, you've got it all wrong.
Oh, do I? I heard her scream. I see how pale she is. My God, it looks like she's just seen a ghost.
Look, please don't blame him. I shouldn't have screamed. I thought he was someone else.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. My name's Jake Webb. I met you the other day.
How did you get into the campaign headquarters? And why are you here?
Why? Because of you. That's why. I was dumb enough to take you up on the offer to come down here.
You're the telephone repairman.
Yeah, I've been rooting for Callison, and your sister here said she can convert me over to Viki Buchanan's side, so I came down here to learn a little about Viki Buchanan and pick up some campaign info. When I got here, there was nobody here.
At 10 p.m. Imagine that.
People in campaign elections usually work long hours, don't they?
Megan, he's right. There are often people here that late.
Oh, look, that's totally besides the point. You were here before we even arrived. The question is why did you break in?
I didn't break in. The door was open when I got here.
Oh, the door is never open, Jake. There's too many sensitive information here and expensive equipment. They would never leave the door open.
Now you know why I came in. I showed up, there was nobody here, door was open. I was worried you had a break-in, so I came inside to check it out. There's nobody here. All of a sudden, you guys walk in, and that's it. What am I defending myself for? I was trying to do something good. I was trying to help you out. Next time, I'll keep walking.
Yes, you do that.
Hey, you two, I'm waiting down here in the car. What's the matter with you? What's wrong, honey?
Nothing now that you're here.
Well, Megan, maybe you can tell me what's wrong. And who are you?
Bo, this is Jake Webb.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare her like
Look,
that.
it's not your fault, all right? Let's just forget it.
Why doesn't somebody tell me what the hell's going on?
Nothing. Could we just go home, please?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Bo. Why don't you just take Sarah back to your place?
Okay, well, what about you, man?
I will be fine. I'll take a cab home on my own. Just get Sarah home, all right?
You sure you're gonna be all
I'll
right
be
here?
fine, positive. And so will you, Sarah. All you need is a good night rest.
Yeah,
okay?
I know. That's all I need.
Let's get you home.
Okay, let's have it.
Have what?
Empty your pockets. Now.
I've never been a big fan of Roger's, but if nothing else, I thought he was loyal. And to think that he would leave you in a campaign when he's needed the most, I mean, I don't know what to make of it.
I don't know what to make of any of this. One minute he's my friend and my campaign manager. The next minute he might just as well have slapped me in the face.
Well, honey, who knows what's going through a man's mind, any man's mind. And if these frustrations of his have been building for months, for years...
Yes, but he's never made a secret of his feelings for me. Not to you or to me. That's why I've always trusted him, because he's been honest with me.
Well, maybe you're going to have to face the fact that he might be being honest right now. He can no longer work on your campaign, sweetheart. Not as long as your first campaign, your first loyalty is to me.
Yes, but he's always known that, darling. That's what doesn't make any sense about this. And yet he said I could always turn to him for anything at any time.
Look, I can't explain Roger Gordon. I'm not even going to try, but I will tell you this. You're not alone in this campaign. I'm by your side from here on in. I'll help you find another campaign manager. Hell, I'll even stuff the envelopes and answer the phones myself if that's what it takes.
I don't care about the campaign.
Honey, I know you're upset.
Upset? Come on. This goes way beyond politics. He is my friend, and there is something very wrong with him. I've got to find him and get him to tell me what it is.
No, Viki, don't.
I have to. He is my friend, and even though he's turned his back on me, I will not do that to him.
So Gabrielle is not upstairs alone in her room?
No, and since you're the last person I saw her, I thought you might know where she is.
No, I'm not positive. I mean, I could venture a guess here.
I know she's been devastated over Max's death, but I thought she was coming out of her shell. I mean, I saw her in there tonight laughing and dancing with at least a dozen eligible men.
Oh, at least a dozen, yeah.
No, please, Tony, don't have that attitude. Gabrielle deserves to have her life, to have some joy. But why would she leave the party? I mean, it's become her personal triumph. Why leave?
Why? I don't know. Let's just say that Gabrielle is trying to be someone she's not.
Oh, what does that remark mean? Are you insinuating that she can't be as proper or as sophisticated or as rich as anyone in that room?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm trying to tell you,
What
Julia,
I'm
is
trying to tell you is that my daughter deserves everything and anything she wants, and more.
You know, Julia, despite all the years you've spent apart from each other, she is very much your daughter in many ways, isn't she?
Is that some sort of insult?
I'm not here to judge you or argue. But if you're so concerned about Gabrielle, you might have noticed that there was something desperate in the way she played up to all these young men here at the party.
Oh, come on. She was flirting a little bit. What harm is there in that?
There's no harm in that. Not unless someone takes it the wrong way. I just told you I had to pull Grant Aspen off your daughter here in the lobby.
Oh, well, in my opinion, he's a very nice man and very charming.
Well,
and he's very rich.
I don't care for your opinion right now, Julia. Now, you asked me what was wrong with your daughter, and I told you. But since you don't like the answer, there's nothing more I have to say. So you can stay and enjoy Gabrielle's triumph. I'm going after your daughter.
Well, where do you think she is?
I don't know. The last time she found herself lost and confused, she found her way back to the church. I have a hunch she might still be there. I'm going. Good night.
No, wait, please. I'll help you. If Gabrielle is as upset as you say, then I'll go and check the Waterside Inn. And you go and look in the church.
Okay.
Right.
That's it. Just sleep. You'll be safe in here. And warm. And when they find you, they'll see you through the rest of the night. But then the rest is up to you. You gotta find a new life. Free from me and all the pain I caused you. Maybe you can hear in your sleep, and maybe you'll understand. I'm not being cruel, keeping you from knowing that I'm alive. Just the opposite. I'm protecting you and our son. This monster's face just keeps me shut off from the rest of the world for the rest of my life. And I won't ask you, and Al, to share that kind of life with me. You deserve better. And so does our little boy. Now, Gabrielle, you gotta find the strength within you to go after life without me. A rich life, a full life. That's what both of you deserve.
Give me a break.
I am. I could have called the cops when I saw you in here scaring my sister half to death.
Look, I never meant to scare...
I don't care what you never meant to do. Now, either you empty your pockets and prove that you're not swiping anything from this office, or I will call the cops. The choice is yours.
You've seen too many Clint Eastwood flicks, dear. Okay. Okay, Dirty Harry. Here's my wallet, complete with no credit cards and 6 singles. Here's my car keys, my lucky rabbit's foot. Here's some campaign information I took. Now, unless reading up on Viki Buchanan's platform is against the law, that should be okay, right?
Fine, so you didn't steal anything. Yet. But that doesn't mean you wouldn't have if Sarah and I hadn't walked in.
You know, you got a real serious problem, lady.
Oh, excuse me. I find you lurking around this office and I'm the one that's got the problem?
Yeah, you're a snob.
I'm a snob.
Yeah, you heard me.
Oh, God.
Look, you see a guy dressed like me, looks like me, right away you got him pegged for a thief or something worse. Is that it?
It has nothing to do with the way that you look or the way that you're dressed. It has everything to do with the fact that you're snooping around in here after closing time.
You know, I wasted my time coming down here to find out about Viki Buchanan. All I have to do is study her daughter. You two are alike. Both a couple pampered poodles.
Poodles?
Yeah, poodles. Look at you all dolled up, squeezed in this dress.
Excuse me. I am not squeezed into this dress. This happens to be a designer fashion that was designed expressly for me.
I rest my case.
Well, whoa, excuse me, Mr. Proletariat, just because my mother happens to have money. And because I happen to earn, I repeat, earn a lot of money on television does not mean that we look down on other people.
Just me, huh?
Look, I caught you sneaking around in here and you scared the hell out of my sister.
I
You could
told
have come in here in a tuxedo and your whole family could have come over on the Mayflower and I still wouldn't have believed a word you said.
Megan,
Oh, Dad, hi.
you okay?
Yeah, sure, nothing I can't handle.
I think she means me, Mr. Gordon. Her name's Jake Webb.
Jake here is siding with Herb Callison for mayor, and I've been trying to convert him to our side. I'm having a little problem. I'm glad that you're here, Dad. I could use all your help.
Well, I'm afraid you're on your own. I just quit as Victoria's campaign manager. Now, if you'll excuse me while I clean out my desk.
What? Wait, Dad, what did you say?
I quit the campaign. Now I just have to clean up and get out.
Roger, thank God I found you.
You're wasting your time.
What is going on here?
Megan, if I knew, believe me, I would be the very first person to tell you, but your father and I have to talk.
We have nothing to talk about.
Well, I disagree with you. I think we do. Would you mind leaving us alone, please?
Well, yes, I'm not sure that's such a great
Come on,
idea.
Megan.
No,
They know what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Well, I cannot speak for you, but I certainly know what I am doing, and I am not about to let you go.
Don't argue with me, honey. Just kick your shoes off, slip out of that dress. All right?
No.
I want you to relax. Just go in and get in a hot tub and just soak.
Look, it won't work, all right? There are certain things that you can't just wash away. There are certain things that I will
it's
never...
that guy, Jake, right? See, I knew Megan was trying to cover him. He had no business being in that office. He sure as hell had no business scaring you.
I'm trying to tell you that I was very sure that was Austin. When I walked into that room and saw him standing there, I thought that it was...
Sweetheart.
Okay, I realize now. All right. that it was just the lights or the shadows or something playing tricks on me. Maybe it was the clothes he was wearing.
It's okay. Listen, you don't have to explain this to me.
Yes, I do have to explain this to you. Or you're going to think I'm losing my mind again. Or that I'm just gone off the deep end.
Look, I know how hard you've been trying to put all of this in the past.
Well, obviously, I haven't been trying hard enough because I'm still seeing him.
Well, naturally, you're going to think about him because I keep bringing up children. And every time I do that, that just stirs up old memories for you.
I don't want to have memories of Austin. I don't want to remember the rape. I don't want to remember losing the child. I don't want to remember any of...
Oh, I know you. And I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. Look, we won't talk about this anymore tonight.
It doesn't matter if we talk about it or if we don't talk about it. It doesn't matter if he's dead or if he's alive because he's in here. And I can't seem to get him out of here.
Yes, you can. You can. With a little bit of time and a whole lot of love.
Hello, stranger.
Tony, what are you doing here?
It's funny, that's what I was going to ask you.
What am I doing in a church?
You tell me. The last time I saw you, you were going upstairs to your room at the hotel.
No. I didn't want to be alone. I went to the cemetery to be with Max. Only I had too much champagne. I think I passed out on the grave.
Maybe you dreamed it.
No, I didn't dream it. I was there. I remember it was cold. I just don't know how I got here.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, this is the first place I thought to come after your mother told me you weren't upstairs in your room. You know, we were really worried about you.
You were worried. I'm worried. The last thing I remember is, being by the grave. Now I'm in a church.
Oh, the only explanation I can think of is probably just brought yourself to and found your way over here.
I think I would have remembered that.
After all that champagne you drank, probably passed out and forgot.
No, I'm not forgetting. I'm remembering. I remember I was at the grave and it was very cold and someone picked me up. I felt the warmth. This jacket, this must belong to the person who brought me in here.
Who?
Well, I guess the man who brought me inside the church. He might still be here.
No, Gabrielle, we're the only two people in this church.
Well, only if you frighten him off, that is. Hello, are you there? I want to see you. Who are you? Well, wherever you are, I just want to say thank you.
It's no use, Gabrielle. We're the only two people here.
Would you stop treating me like I dreamed this? There's dirt under my nails. I didn't get that at the party. I was at Max's grave.
I believe you. If you had to run away from your own party, couldn't you have brought
I didn't run away. I've already told you.
Oh, that's right. You wanted some company, so you found your way to a cemetery.
Don't start on me now.
I am starting with you. All right, even if you finally realize you couldn't put up this charade any longer, pretending you're the life of the party when deep down you were miserable, you should have come and talked to me before you ran out there and risked your life.
Do you know why I didn't come and talk to you? Because I knew you'd give me another lecture, and I couldn't take it.
Well, you're happier passing out on Max's grave?
Yes. Yes, because then I would be close to him. God, you don't understand anything, do you? It's not about running away from the party. I missed him terribly. All of a sudden, I was very alone in a room full of the living. The only right place seemed to be in the graveyard with Max.
That's it. Once before, you felt this lost and alone. You were on trial for taking Brenda McGillis's baby.
Why are you bringing this up now?
You have to remember this. You need to remember this. Remember what you told me? You told me that you needed to protect yourself from this guilt.
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
Okay, but something wouldn't let you give in to this despair. Someone brought back the goodness within you. It was Max. When you were working the party, trying to further your own ambitions, you thought of Max. You turned away from Grant Aspen and his sleazy charm. You went searching for something inside you, the goodness inside you. It was the love you shared with Max.
Forget it, Father. I wasn't looking for the goodness inside of me because there isn't any. I'm going after what I want, and not you or anybody else is going to stop me.
All right, I'm going in there.
Megan, don't. They want to talk in private.
Excuse me, but I think I know a little bit more about this situation than you do. Now, my father is devoted to Viki, or at least to her campaign. He's not going to just give up on her.
Seems to me his mind's made up.
Yeah, well, something must have happened to cause them to split up, and I'm going to find out what it is.
Maybe you don't want to know that.
Oh, really? Why?
Because sometimes if you know too much about somebody's private life, you tend to want to get involved, and then that just
What are
leads
you talking about, Jake?
I don't know. Maybe it's just better for them to work out these problems by themselves and just leave them alone.
Well, I thank you for your sage advice. But if you don't mind, I think I'm going to hang out for a little while just to make sure.
Okay, I'll hang out with you.
No, I don't need you to hang out with me. Like I said to Bo, I can find a cab home by myself. What are you staring at?
You! Every time I turn around, you're different. You're like one of those lizards.
Oh, great. So now I'm a lizard.
You know, they kind of change their color.
A chameleon?
Yeah. 1 minute, you're this tough, sure of yourself woman. The next minute, you're practically crying over an argument your parents got into. Who are you, Megan? Are you that hard-boiled babe, or are you just a little girl?
I'll tell you what I'm not. I'm not in need of some phone repairman who moonlights as a shrink.
And I'm not dirt beneath your feet just because I don't wear a tie. You learn a lot in real life, Megan, maybe more than you did in that school. What I've learned so far is you gotta give people a chance and don't judge them before then.
I'm losing my patience here, okay? If I judged you, it's because I had very good reason to. When we first met, you insulted my mother. Now I find you lurking around her campaign headquarters.
I told you what was happening there.
Oh, yes, I know what you told me, but I don't believe that any more than I believe that you're a phone repairman.
What are you talking
For
about?
instance, what do the red and green wires do for a phone?
The red and green wires?
Yes, the red and green wires. What do they do?
What? Yeah,
you don't know,
you tell
right?
me.
You don't know. Now, you see, I had to bug a phone for a scene on Fraternity Row, so I know everything there is to know about wires and phones. And if you were a phone repairman, so would you. But you don't, so obviously there's only one conclusion to be had, and that is that you are a fraud, Mr. Red.
Well, I've said everything I have to say. Now, if you'll just let me clean out my desk, I'll be on my way.
Oh, it's that easy, is it? Just box up these things and you're out of my life?
I didn't say it was easy. I said it was necessary.
Why, Roger, why? Look, we've made our peace with the past. We agreed that we would both be there for our daughter. We're working together in this campaign in 100 different causes and projects. We have a lasting friendship. How can you forget all of that?
I'm not forgetting anything. If I could forget, maybe my life would be endurable. The tragedy is I remember it all. The feelings I first had for you, the feelings I have right now, and the feelings I'll have tomorrow.
Roger, if you feel that way about me, then don't leave me, please.
I have to. I rushed into this campaign as a last desperate attempt to win you, but I've lost. There's no hope of having you. I can't continue the charade.
This is not a charade. I don't believe you're telling me the truth. This campaign was not about you winning my heart. You are dedicated to winning this election for all the right reasons, for the good of this town and for all the people who live in it.
Well, you can go on believing that if you want to.
I believe in you. I know that you are the most unselfish man I have ever met in my entire life. You are an idealist and you stand behind every single word in every campaign slogan and every speech.
Yes, I'm full of good words, not that they have any substance.
Now that I know you are lying when you say that. Because I know those words came from your heart, and it wasn't because you love me. It's because you care about those kids that we are fighting for just as much as I do. You want them to be freed from drugs. You want them to have good schools and loving homes and bright futures. And don't you dare tell me those are just words.
Yes, they were. I don't give a damn about ideals or the youth of Landview. All I care about is you.
All right. All right, then let's talk about that. Let's not talk about ideals or causes or anything else. Let's just talk about love.
It's because I love you that I have to go. My love isn't enough for you. Whatever it is I have to offer simply isn't what you want.
How can you even say that? I cherish your love. Roger, we share such a past. That alone will bind us forever.
Forever?
Don't tell me it's just a word.
Okay, let's cut through all the words and the pretense. Just you and me. Tell me I'm wrong about your loyalty to Clint. Tell me if I wait, if I continue to work with you, that we'll end up together. Not as friends, but but as lovers. As husband and wife.
Roger.
Give me your word that we'll end up together, and I'll give my loyalty to you and only you.
You know I can't make a promise like that, any more than I could foretell the future.
It's just as I thought. When push comes to shove, I'm the one who gets shoved.
Why are you doing this? To me and to you, to both of us. Why are you forcing me to make a choice now? Why does it have to be all or nothing, either or? Why can't I have my family and share a bond with you?
I wish it didn't have to be this way, Victoria. But you only have yourself to blame. You want Clint, but you also want to string me along just in case.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true. You proved it again just a moment ago. You always choose Clint, and I always accept. But those days are over. I'm not your lapdog anymore. I'm a man. And I want more.
What's with you? You spring a pop quiz on me, and all of a sudden that's supposed to determine whether or not I'm on the level?
Oh, look, if I know what the wires in a phone do, obviously a phone repairman should know the same, right? But you don't, so obviously you're a phony. And I think the police would probably be very happy to find out what you really do.
Okay. I know what phone wires do.
Oh, yeah?
All right? The red and green, they give you the dial tone, okay?
Lucky guess.
Lucky guess?
Yes.
What, do you want a lesson in fiber optics right here? What do I got to do with you? What? Just admit you were wrong about me, all right?
You're the one.
Goodbye, Megan.
Where's Viki? What is going on in there?
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
No, not okay. You're acting like a complete stranger tonight. First you walk out on Viki, now you won't open up to me. I want to know what's really going on.
You do trust me, don't you?
Of course, Dad.
Okay, just listen. I don't expect you to understand what is happening, but if you trust me, just hold on to that. No matter what you hear, no matter what happens, I guarantee things will work out in the end.
Stop all of this. I want the truth. Why are you walking out of Viki's campaign?
That's between your mother and me. I mean, all I can tell you right now is she's only capable of thinking about herself. She wants Clint, but she also wants me available just in case her marriage doesn't work out. But I'm not a convenience. And I'm through with her campaign, and I'm through with Victoria Lord Buchanan.
Dad, I have never seen you so angry and bitter, especially not towards Viki. There's obviously something else going on there that you're not telling me about.
Look, Megan, don't go in there.
I'm going to go in there and talk to my mother.
Okay. But don't expect to change her mind. I found out the hard way that you'll always do what she wants.
Megan, if there's anything I can do for
No,
you.
I think the best thing for you to do right now is to leave, all right? I've got to go talk to Viki.
You tell everybody else there's no good in you. I know better. I've seen it every time you talk about Max.
All right, Father, I confess it. Yes, Max was the best thing in my life, and with him I could believe there was some hope in this world, but he's dead because of me.
Oh, here's that same song and dance. You did not kill Max.
Oh, but I did. And do you know why? You see, I have figured this one out. You see, the way I see it is that in my heart I really didn't want to be saved, so what better way to follow my calling than to just get rid of that conscience of mine, that better half called Max?
Gabrielle, there is more to you than this easy cynicism.
You're damn right there is. There's a hell of a lot more, which none of Lambview has seen yet. But I have it all figured out. I do know the road to success, to the very top, runs straight through the Buchanans. If I wish to get to the top, I guess I'll just have to become a Buchanan. If it's the last thing I ever do. What's that? Look, he was here. I know he was.
Gabrielle, I told you there was no one in this church but the two of us.
Tony, you just heard the door slam. There was somebody here.
You are getting yourself worked up over nothing, Gabrielle.
Tony, there was somebody here in the cemetery. He brought me in here last night. He was probably hiding in the shadows while we were talking.
Okay, that's enough. You're exhausted, and you ought to be home in your own warm bed. We'll continue this talk tomorrow morning.
Why continue it? So that you can try and convert me again? Well, it's not going to work.
No, I agree. I don't need to convert you. You already believe. What I need you to do is to stop fighting it.
Does it ever occur to you that you could probably be wrong?
Yes, but not after tonight. You're running away from that party, and finding your way back to Max's grave is proof enough for me. I mean, at the moment of truth, you refuse to sell your soul.
Maybe I just didn't get the right offer. Anyway, I don't want to argue about this right now. I really don't. Wait a minute. This is a wedding band. Tony, this is getting very strange, seriously now. Somebody has given me their jacket, they don't even come back and retrieve it, and there is a wedding band in the pocket.
Huh. I guess your rescuer is either very shy or forgetful. I'll tell you what, tomorrow morning we'll put up a notice and maybe he'll come by and claim it, then you can thank him properly. Gabrielle, come on, let's go.
My imagination, or do you just seem a little bit more relaxed now?
Yeah, I am. What's up? I was thinking about when I went to see Larry. Something he said to me.
Yeah.
He told me I deserve to be happy.
That's really not bad advice.
Yeah, I know. It's good advice. And it's always been great for other people, but I've just never been able to.
That's because you just need a little bit more practice, that's all.
Yeah, I know, I do. And that's exactly what I intend to do. I am going to practice being happy.
And I'm glad to hear that. So we'll start you off with simple little smiling, and then we'll work into just heavyweight laughing.
I'm trying to be serious about this.
I know, and so am I. Because happiness is very serious business. And now that you're committed to it, I'm not going to back off.
You're going to be my trainer?
Night and day.
That sounds thoroughly exhausting.
No pain, no gain.
Sweetheart, I love you. And I want to be happy. I want to be married to you, and I want to have your children, and I want to do it now.
No.
Yeah, now. I mean, we're going to get married anyway, right? So why don't we just say our vows now? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, that is, if you still want to marry me. I mean, you haven't changed your mind or anything, have you?
No, of course not. I haven't changed my mind, and that's why we are going to get married next week.
Oh, please, please. Next week seems like just so far away to me.
Next week is just a few days away, sweetheart, and then we'll go through with our private little ceremony, just like we planned.
No. We always plan it, and then something always happens. Please, can't we say our vows tomorrow? Please.
Sarah.
Please.
Yeah. Well, of course, if you want to get married tomorrow, then we will.
Thank you. What's wrong? You're worried about me.
No, I'm not.
Yes?
No.
Yes, you are. I can see it in your face. You're worried about me because you think I haven't gotten over Austin yet, right? Listen, I am ready to start living every minute of every day, sweetheart. The future's just starting for us, all right? We're going to get married, we're going to have children, and we're going to live happily ever after.
Matt.
Thought you saw the last of me, huh?
When you left this morning, I didn't expect you to come back.
Yeah, I know. I said it was the last chance. I thought it was. But things happen. Things change.
Can I get you something to eat? Some hot tea or anything?
No, thanks. Oh.
You know, when you left this morning, I was really worried. I know you're dead set to do this on your own, all alone.
Millie, please.
Max, what happened? Did someone see you? Did someone hurt you in any way?
No, nobody saw me. I could have handled that a lot easier than what I...
What? Then what?
Than what I saw and heard.
Max, what's going on? Talk to me, please. I know something's wrong with you.
Yeah, something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong. But it's not with me. It's with Gabrielle.
I'm so sorry. This just doesn't make any sense. Dad cares about you deeply. We both know that.
Yes, well, it's because he cares so deeply that he has to walk away from me.
Well, I think that sounds very convenient, but I don't buy it.
Oh, neither do I, Megan, but we have to take his word for it. We don't really have any choice. He said that he only joined my campaign to win me away from Clint, not to help me win the election.
Now, you don't believe that any more than I do.
Well, I don't know anymore, quite frankly. I don't know what to believe about myself or Roger. I don't know, maybe there's some sort of stupid poetic justice in all of this. Maybe I have been stringing him along, just keeping him available in case my marriage failed. I don't know.
No, Viki, don't do this to yourself.
Well, what if it's true? Then I can't blame Roger. I'll tell you, he's right about one thing. I have not been able to make a clean break and choose between Clint and Roger. I want them both in my life.
I don't understand this. It seemed to me that Clint and Dad had accepted that, and that at least they've been trying to be patient with each other, at least until after the campaign.
I think your father just lost patience. He wanted me to make a decision, and I just didn't make the one that he wanted to hear.
Viki, look, you're not superhuman. Even Victoria Buchanan gets confused sometimes.
But there was one thing that I was always certain of. And that was your father. I thought I knew him so well.
Yeah, well, so did I. I guess he's human, too.
But tonight he was like a stranger to me. He wasn't at all the Roger I know. He was like an imposter. And I guess that's what hurts most of all. He was my very first love. How in God's name do I stop loving him now?
Now, I'm not going to scold you. I just want you to take off those clothes and get into your nightgown. I could be furious, you know. Imagine I'm leaving the party, going off into the freezing night to a cemetery, no less. God, when I think what might have happened to you. Gabrielle? Come on, darling, please. Take off those things and get in your nightgown.
Mother, would you please go home? I didn't ask you to come and tuck me in.
Well, no one had to ask me. As soon as Tony told me what had happened, I rushed right over. It's a mother's obligation, you know.
I don't want it to feel like your obligation.
Oh, please don't act this way, darling. I'm not very good at phrasing these things. I don't have a lot of experience with it. You're my daughter. I care about you. Now, please, take this thing off.
No. I don't want to take it off. I like it.
You like it? Well, Tony said when he found you in the church, you were wearing it. I suppose it was keeping you warm. That's good. It served its purpose. Now, please, take it off now.
No. You don't understand. It smells of him.
Of whom?
Max.
Max?
All I have to do is hold it very close. And I can smell him.
Yes. Oh, well, Tony said you went to Max's grave tonight. Obviously, you're thinking about him, and that's why you're saying these things. The fact is, Gabrielle,
I don't
Max
want to
is
hear
here.
your facts. I mean, something very mysterious happened tonight. Something very odd. You see, the more I run from Max, the closer I feel to him. The closer I am.
Where did you find that?
In the pocket of this coat. It's a wedding band. Look. It fits. As if it was made for me. Do you think that's another fact, Mother? No. It's not a fact. This is a sign. And I know what I have to do now. You see, I have to find the person that this ring and this coat belongs to. The person who saved my life tonight.
So, if you hadn't found her and taken her to the church...
She would have died of exposure.
From what you say of her mental state, she wanted to die. Do you think she's suicidal?
No, no. She loves our son too much.
Then what made her go to the graveyard tonight?
Gabrielle has always had a reckless streak. It kind of flares up when she feels she has nothing to win or to lose. And that's why what happened at church today scares me even more than what might have happened out there in the cold.
I don't understand.
It's the words I heard her say. The cold, ruthless ambition in her voice. I mean, that's what really scared me. I mean, she's hell-bent on some kind of plan, some plan that could destroy her.
What about the priest? Isn't he looking out for her?
Yeah, he's doing the best he can, but, you know, she lets him in so far, and then the wall goes up. And there's only one person that can get behind that wall.
You?
You got it.
Well, you're leaving town, aren't you? Going away on your own? That's what you said.
Well, I just had a change in plans. I can't let Gabrielle just ruin her life on account of me.
What can you do for her?
I don't know. But I gotta do something. What? I don't know. I mean, somehow, some way, I've got to try to save Gabrielle from herself.